Patience is a conquering virtue. What is better than wisdom? Woman. And what is better than a good woman? Nothing. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. The greatest scholars are not usually the wisest people. No empty-handed man can lure a bird. The life so brief, the art so long in the learning, the attempt so hard, the conquest so sharp, the fearful joy that ever slips away so quickly. By all this, I mean love, which so sorely astounds my feelings with its wondrous operation, that when I think upon it, I scarce know whether I wake or sleep. Purity in body and heart may please some. As for me, I make no boast. For as you know, no master of a household has all of his utensils made of gold. Some are wood, and yet they are of use. How potent is the fancy of people. People are so impressionable, they can die of imagination. Love will not be constrained by mastery. When mastery comes, the god of love anon beateth his wings, and farewell, he is gone. Love is a thing as any spirit, free. Amor vincit omnia. The guilty think all talk is of themselves. If gold rust, then what will iron do? For if a priest be foul, in whom we trust, no wonder a layman may yield to lust. Youth may outrun the old, but not outwit. Time and tide wait for no man. By God, if women had written stories, as clerks had within here oratories, they would have written of men more wickedness than all the mark of Adam may redress. Yet do not miss the moral, my good men, for St. Paul says that all that's written well is written down, some useful truths to tell. Then take the wheat and let the chaff lie still. You are the cause by which I die. And high above, depicted in a tower, sat Conquest, robed in majesty and power, under a sword that swung above his head, sharp-edged and hanging by a subtle thread. And once he had gotten really drunk on wine, then he would speak no language but Latin. It seems to me that poverty is an eyeglass through which one may see his true friends. One flesh they are, and one flesh. So I guess has but one heart, come grief or happiness. High on a stag, the goddess held her seat, and there were little hounds about her feet. Below her feet was a sickle moon, waxing, it seemed, but would be waning soon. Her statue bore a mantle of bright green, her hand a bow with arrows cased and keen. Her eyes were lowered, gazing as she rode, down to where Pluto has his dark abode. Earn what you can, since everything's for sale. Thus in this heaven he took his delight, and smothered her upon kisses, till gradually he came to know where bliss is. One that April with his shores suit, the drought of March hath pierced to the root, and bathed every vein in switch liquor, of which vertu engendered is the floor. One Zephyrus eke with his sweet breath inspired hath in every holt and heath the tender cropse, and the young sun hath in the ram his half-cours yon, and small fowls making melody that sleepen all night with open ye. So pricketh him nature in her courages, fain longing folk to goon on pilgrimages, and palmers for to seeken strange strandes, to fern howls, quoth the in sundry landes, and specially from every shire's end, of England to Canterbury they wend, the holy blissful martyr for to seek, that him hath holpen one that they were seek. We know little of the things for which we pray. For he would rather have by his bedside 20 books, bound in black or red, of Aristotle and his philosophy, than rich robes or costly fiddles or happy harps. Who shall give a lover any law? Love is a greater law, by my troth, than any written law by mortal man. Until we're rotten, we cannot be ripe. Lust is addicted to novelty. In general, my liege lady, he began, women desire to have dominion over their husbands, and their lovers too. They want to have mastery over them. That's what you most desire. Even if my life is forfeit, I am here. What do you like? If you are poor, your very brother hates you, and all your friends avoid you, sad to say. The harm that's in the world now as often comes through folly as through malice. Woe to him who is alone, for since, if he falls, he has no help to rise. I know that my singing doesn't make the moon rise, nor does it make the stars shine. But without my song, the night would seem empty and incomplete. There is more to daybreak than light, just as there is more to nighttime than darkness. Fortune has dealt us this adversity, some malign aspect or disposition of Saturn in some adverse position has brought it on us. Nothing's to be done. It stood thus in our stars when we were born. The long and short of it is this: endure. Time always flees. It will wait for no man, and though you are still in the flower of your young manhood, age creeps on steadily, as quiet as a stone, and death menaces every age and strikes in every rank, for no one escapes. As surely as you know that we will die, so we are uncertain of the day when death shall fall on us. Truly, she was of elegant deportment, and very pleasing and amiable in bearing. She took pains to counterfeit the manners of the court, and to be dignified in behavior, and to be held worthy of reverence. Yet, from the wise, take this for common sense, that to the poor all times are out of joint. Therefore beware of reaching such a point. Full is my heart of revelry and grace. But suddenly he fell in grievous case, for ever the latter end of joy is woe. God knows that worldly joys do swiftly go. And if a rhetorician could but write, he in some chronicle might well indite, and mark it down as sovereign in decree.